That's true. I could just bring. Don't have to have fun.
Oh.
Oops, here, I'll get this way.
All right, good morning, everybody. It is 9 a.m. We'll go ahead and call the meeting to order for the Codington County Commissioners. Today is Tuesday, June 3rd, 2025, and we will have Allison lead us this morning.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Just a reminder to please silence your cell phones if you will, so they don't disrupt the meeting here this morning, and then don't forget to turn them back on following the meeting. Call for public comment. Public comment may be submitted in person or via telephone at 605-882-6248 or at 605-882-6297. Commissioners, any conflict of interest items this morning on the agenda?
No.
Seeing none, we'll move on to item number 4, and that is an action to approve the June 3rd agenda.
So moved.
Motion by Schwer, second by Gable. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. Item number 5 is action to approve the May 27th minutes. Motion by McElhaney, second by Johnson. Any discussion on that? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. I'm going to back up here for just a second to the item number 4. There is a change in the agenda for today. That is item number 15th. We are going to remove that off the agenda. We're not quite ready to have that action yet, so that has been removed. All right. Do I need to
I'm not sure.
go back and?
Is anybody trying to get on?
I don't, yeah, that's.
Yeah, well, we can move on with the other parts of
Yeah.
to start the reports.
See.
What number is that, Lee?
That's number 6.
Okay.
Sure.
All right, let's go ahead and get number 7 up here. That is the 4-H educator for a monthly report. And then we'll come back to number 6 if we need to. Good morning.
Jody.
Were you ready for us? Okay, good.
I don't know if Sheedy's been here or not, but, so we have 37 total youth going to 4-H Camp Ponset's. Some of them are there right now. I took them down there yesterday. We're using a Florence school bus this year. 21 of them are gonna go Wednesday through Friday, and I'm gonna go to camp Wednesday through Friday. So, so we have a couple kids going to Skills X at SDSU, used to be called Teen Leadership Conference. And then some kids going to Performing Arts Camp at NSU next week also. So we have a teen leader meeting and a Cloverbud camp next week. We're doing a science camp for Cloverbuds this year. Next week is the 4-H, not next week, the June 16th, 17th, 18th is the Shake Wagon, which will be held at Dakota Bank from 11 to 7 each day. The youth get very excited to serve the public as it is June Dairy Month. So 4-H Shotgun is starting soon. We're taking registrations for that right now. And then we'll have a painting workshop this month also. But our Codington Clark 4-H Horse Show will be held in Clark on June 26th. With the state 4-H horse show is in Huron, July 7th through the 9th. So it's earlier than it's been the last few, it's been earlier this last few years now. So with the new decks. So building's getting used. Any questions?
Always busy.
I know.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Right. Thanks,
Jody.
Jody. All right, let's get our VSO up here. Good morning.
God.
Good morning, everybody. The numbers for the month of May. We have currently 198 open claims, 105 pending action with the VA, and 138 claims completed year to date. Currently working 12 open claims for Hamlin County, 7 pending action, and 5 completed year to date. Currently working with 15 veterans outside the county and 9 claims previously completed year to date. The monthly increase for the month of May was $12,908. Year to date, $52,000 and some change. Retro payment for the month of May was $155,363. Year to date was 480,000 and some change. We took 3 veterans in transport in May, and we currently have 3 scheduled for June. We did have a homeless veteran that came in this last week. We took him down. We found out that if they are coordinated for a homeless visit with a social worker at the VA, we can actually use our DAV van to travel them down there. They're covered for insurance and stuff since it's a VA appointment. So we took him to Sioux Falls. He's gonna, I think, go to the Baraka House down there. Yeah, that's good there. That's a good deal. I attended that Atomic Veteran Commemorative Service presentation for Orly Wangness at the Watertown Airport. That was presented by Senator Rounds about 8:15 on Memorial Day. I suppose there was 10, 12 people there from that standpoint. Really just Orly was very, he knew that he was getting it, but he was all dressed up and ready to go, and he shared some stuff of his experience during that atomic testing. He was with the Old Smoky is the shot that he was on back in 1960, something like that. But anyway, he was very appreciative. It's a great little thing. It's about 15-minute presentation and stuff like that. He also got a Centennial Veterans thing from the VA. So this is a new program. It's not really, I haven't heard a lot about it, but they're trying to go out and capture the people that were in the service, like he's 92. So anybody that's over 90, we can apply for this coin from the Secretary of Veterans Affairs. It's a nice little plaque and stuff like that. So
Cool.
more data to come on that from that standpoint, because I know we still have a few World War II veterans that are out there. So budget turned in, got the appraisals done, personnel changes for the step increases, finish them up, get them in. I just ordered a new laptop computer from Two Trees Technology, formerly Connecting Point. My Microsoft Surface that I bought, now that they uploaded, was it Microsoft 11? It basically takes up about 80 to 85% of my memory. So everything is getting bogged down. So that's $1,260 and some change. We're also going to get a remote or a plug-in CD-ROM from that standpoint. That'll be a good asset for the future.
Good thing that you don't have to memorize much longer. But we'll get to that.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder about that. But other than that, for future, I meet with the commanders tonight on the radio. Thursday, 8:30 KWAT, about 9:10 on KXLG for veterans information. Big thing coming up on the radar right now is that we have the veterans event, and one of our people that sit on the Sea of Goodwill put a new flyer together for us. It looks way better than what I tried, my meager attempt to do something like that. There's a couple of spelling errors on there, but we'll get that fixed and get that out. That'll be coming out. We'll push that out and try to get that on the radio and stuff like that. That is going to be on the 19th of July. It's going to be held out at the South Dakota National Guard Bernie Edwards Readiness Center out on Highway 20 from 10 to 1400. We currently have several departments from the VA that are going to be come up in attendance, covering a variety of topics. They'll have some booths set up. Jay and I will be out there. We'll be talking anything from claims, state benefits. I don't know if we're going to get somebody up from the State Veterans Cemetery, Aaron Brown. If not, we'll cover down on that. So that's kind of the big thing we got coming up there for July. And then the state training conference that is 9 through 12 September in Sioux Falls for the accreditation for the VSOs. That's all I have. Are there any questions?
Good presentation. Is he online, Lee? Or? Okay. Todd, why don't you give us just a couple minutes here and then we'll back up. We'll get you back up here, but let's back up to item number 6. This is action to approve resolution 2025-08, authorizing the execution terms, issuance and payments of general obligation bonds. Commissioner Gable.
Yeah, so, yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. So, we have a resolution that helps us, well, I'll let Mr. Meyer Henry explain it since you're online. And,
Oh, thank you. Sorry, I was sitting on another link that wasn't obviously the correct link, and that's why I'm late. Luckily, I got the correct link. Since you had your resolution, you had your election pursuant to 6-8B, which says that once the voters approve it without any further action, you can issue the bonds. However, generally, you can't do that unless you hire the right people, approve your rating agency, et cetera. And that's what this resolution does. In addition, the key thing that this resolution does is it authorizes not to exceed the amount that was approved by the voters. And two, it levies an irrepealable tax to pay the principal and interest when due, which is a requirement not only in state law, but the South Dakota Constitution requires the counties to do so under Article 13, Section 4. So that's basically what this resolution does. It approves your bond purchase agreement. So those folks who purchase these bonds, it will authorize the auditor and the chairman of the board to execute that document, which would set forth the terms of the sale of the bonds. It also hires DTC and makes these bonds book entry, which means we have one physical bond for each series or term, and it's held by them, and then they keep the records of who this was sold to. So someone in Codington County may have bought this bond from their broker, and so your bond, you send the payment to DTC, and then they forward it out to the broker, who then forwards it out to the individual. So that's what this resolution also does. So basically, what this resolution does is give the county the authority to do all actions in order to sell these securities and comply with not only the Internal Revenue Code, but with all the securities code provisions.
I'll make a motion to approve this resolution.
Motion by Gable, second by McElhaney. Commissioners, any discussion?
Mr. Meyer Henry, just to kind of put it in layman's language, as I look through it and try to understand the resolution in my layman's way, my non-lawyer way, it basically says how the bond issue is going to be structured, and then it also helps us issue them tax exempt. Is that basically
Correct. Correct. There are certain things the IRS requires to be in a resolution so that it's your intent to issue these tax exempt, and that's what this resolution does.
Any more questions? All right, if not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Just to remind you, it needs to be published in whole with the minutes.
All right, we'll take care of that. Thank you.
So, super. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I'm always in the office.
All right, thank you, Mr. Myron.
Appreciate it.
All right, it's done. Let's move on to item number 8. This is action to authorize chair to sign an MOU with Hamlin County for veteran services. Todd, we'll get you back up here. And again.
I believe you have a copy of it.
Yep.
Okay. So really that basically just is for 2025. I talked previously in May about that would be coming here. We got that signed by them. We need to get it. And then once we have it done, then we'll sign it and send it off to the South Dakota Department of Veterans Affairs, send them a copy. Then we should be able to turn around and submit a bill to them like we did last year from that standpoint.
Approve.
Second.
Motion by Johnson, second by Gable. Any further discussion?
I just have a question.
Yep.
Is the rate that we get reimbursed for taking care of Hamlin, is that the same as it was previously?
We did do the same for this last year from the previous year. But when I went and talked to them in April, I told them to expect at least a 5% increase for the 2026 services if they so continue to do that.
Okay, I was just curious to see what,
So it's currently at 13,000.
okay.
Yes,
And then there's mileage
yes,
that we can also,
utilize too from
Yep.
that standpoint.
Any further questions? If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right, let's move on to item number 9, discussion possible action to accept the retirement notice for VSO Todd Rose effective October 1st, 2025.
Move to approve. Second.
Motion by Johnson, second by McElhaney. Any further discussion?
So if we say no, he can't retire.
That was a pretty quick motion there, Commissioner Johnson.
Okay,
I think Todd was even like, wow, that was fast.
that was bad. That's all good. It's
No,
all
we
good.
don't. We
You know,
obviously, when this was brought to our attention, we didn't like it, but we understand. It's
yeah, you know, it's, you know, like I said, thank you for the opportunity to work for Codington County, and thank you for all the other departments within the Codington County that have assisted me, helped train me, helped me clue me in on how we were supposed to do things, you know, in the county government. I have a lot of military background, but yeah, it's been a pleasure, a ton of support from the commissioners here. Yeah, you know, I'm kind of looking forward to spending some more time with my grandkids and my kids and do some stuff like that. So yeah, it's been an honor. It's been a pleasure. So I'll still be around, I think, from that standpoint here and there. So
It's great.
Good.
It's great. You've done very good work in the office. We appreciate everything you've done.
Thank you.
So you'll be around till October.
yes,
Okay.
yes,
To continue to set the standard statewide for a VSO, so we appreciate that.
thank you, thank you.
Much so. Okay, so we have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right, let's move on to number 11. No, number 10, discussion possible action to approve the revised Deputy Veteran Service Officer job description. Right.
Yeah, so before we open up for the DVSO position, we went back and basically it was just a few things that we cleaned up here. You know, we still had some stuff in here about an administrative specialist job description in their absence. We don't really have that. From that standpoint, I think it still sits on the books that it could come back, but for the job description here, we deleted that. We fixed a couple other grammar errors, and then on the physical demands, we deleted a sentence in there from that standpoint to make it more relevant, clear from that standpoint. So really, that's the only thing. And then just to reiterate, you know, that to attain and hold the national agency check and inquirers, it's basically mandatory if they're going to be able to function in the VA side of things, that they have to be able to obtain a secret clearance and hold that from that standpoint. That's the big thing there from that standpoint.
Okay.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Gable,
Second it.
second by Schwer. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Now, item number 11, discussion possible action to approve posting and hiring a deputy VSO.
I'll move.
Motion by Johnson, second by McElhaney. Any
So-
discussion?
I don't know if you want me up here or not, but I'll jump up.
All
Morning,
right.
Commissioners.
Morning.
You will be approving later on in the personnel section, and a authorization to approve, promotion for Jay Roberts, who's our current deputy VSO, into the VSO position.
Correct.
He comes highly recommended and
Yes.
had an excellent performance appraisal that Todd just completed, outstanding in all areas, and we did had a discussion with him further, and he's excited about the opportunity and feel like he'll just be a great fit. So then that would open up his position. This would be a step 40, or pay grade 40, excuse me, starting at step 1, starting at $28.65 an hour.
Okay,
Make a motion to approve.
All right, so I think we already have a motion and a second. Any further discussion on this, commissioners? Todd?
Well,
Todd has just some other comments, what kind of our timeline? on
yeah,
this?
as far as the timeline,
Mhm.
once if it all gets approved, that, the job announcement for the DVSO would open here shortly, probably this week.
Today.
Yep, today, and then close roughly on the, I think it was the 27th of June, which would be the last Friday of June.
Right.
That would give time to hopefully review the packets, do the interviews, and hopefully make a job offer to one of the applicants around 11 July of 25. And that would give them a couple of weeks to make their notification if they needed to with their previous employer. Taking to where Jay would take over as the director of the VSO operations on 1 August, which would also be the start date for the new DBSO on 1 August of 25. I would stay in the office there, working August and September, helping the training aspect of things there. And then I would be retiring on 1 October. Give you a rough timeline from that standpoint, so thank you.
So technically, we would have two VSOs in one position for
For like a 2-month.
a 2-month period.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Kind of the reason that we're getting all this done is because, as you've heard, Todd's gonna be on the radio this week. And not only in the paper, but he'll be able to make his announcement of his retirement public. And it'll be all official, so that's why we're,
Mhm.
So you're saying.
be sure to wear your tie when you're on the radio.
Oh, yeah. I have
Everybody will see it on YouTube as well, yes.
All right, let's go ahead and vote. We have a second, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you, Todd.
Thank you.
you, Todd.
Have a great day.
Are you gonna hang in here?
Item
You
number
need to sign.
12 is action to authorize the chair to sign a quote for timekeeping hardware and support. Is that you, Natalie?
Brenda just said I could stay, so we've been working on it together.
Yeah.
This is what we talked about last week and we were not sure. We had 2 options for you. One included fobs and one did not include fobs, and we have verified that our fobs will work, so we don't need fobs. So we're looking for approval for the quote without the fobs.
Well, actually,
Which,
we need fobs, but we can order them not through TCP, which our vendor that we purchase them through, it's less expensive.
Yeah. yeah,
Okay.
yeah, not from TCP, I
Right.
guess, but yeah,
So the quote that we're looking for does not include the fobs through TCP.
right.
Correct.
Our vendor, we can get them cheaper.
Okay, yep.
And they will work with the TCP system.
What's the quote?
So the amount, yeah, you should have it in there.
I think what's what Lee has up.
Yep, the 12,494.21, and then the second year cost of maintenance is 1894.05.
Okay, so that's what we're looking for a motion to accept is at 12,494.21 with the second year cost of
Motion to approve.
1,894.
Yes.
Motion by McElhaney, second by Gable. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so our fobs that we can purchase them for are $543 each.
And that
It's 1004.
I give that to Todd.
Yes.
To sign it, then.
Yes.
All right, let's move on to item number 13. This is discussion possible action to approve the marketing contract for the CASP grant. Morning. Morning.
As you know, you previously, I think back in March, approved for Community Service Office to send out RFPs for both the marketing contract and the evaluation
Excuse me.
services.
Can I have you turn your mic on? And just, if you would, just push that little button there.
There we go.
And I want you to start over, but you need to identify yourself for the media
Gotcha.
as well.
I'm Angie Collignon. I am the Justice and Substance Use Programs Coordinator for the county. I am here to talk about a marketing contract. Also, number 14 is the subaward for our evaluation services as well. So regarding the marketing contract, back in February or March, you guys approved to send out RFPs. Those have been received. We received 2 different proposals for our marketing contract, and we have, as a team, picked Production Monkeys. And so we are here today asking for approval to proceed with that marketing contract. I do have copies of them. I don't know.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Gable makes a motion to approve a contract with Marketing Monkeys. Was that the name of
Production
it?
Monkeys,
Production
yes.
Monkeys. Okay, and we have a second by McElhaney.
You more accurate to say accept a proposal from them.
To accept the proposal.
Yeah, so we got the proposal, correct?
Yep, I have
Okay,
the
so-
proposal here.
So maybe the motion should say we will action to accept the proposal of Production Monkeys, yeah.
Actually,
Okay.
Authorize the chair to sign also for.
Accept the
Okay.
proposal, yeah.
All right, that'll work. Is there an amount in
Yeah,
there
so
that you
this all
want to?
comes out of our COSUP grant. Their proposed amount at this time is just under 90,000 for 1 year. However, we are working with them. They have some action steps in theirs, which we can cut out because some things we've already done. So that is still, the top dollar is 90, but we are looking at changing
So,
into more action.
so what'll have to happen when you accept the proposal typically is then you go talk and then you get then there's some kind of contract.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so
Okay.
so
Yep.
it'll probably be another step in this.
Okay.
So.
Okay, so the motion is to accept the proposal at this point. Commissioner Gable and a second by Commissioner McElhaney. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. Thank you. All right, now we can move on to item number 14.
In the same time area and just previous discussion, you had approved us to send out RFPs for evaluation services for our COSUP grant. We received one proposal. It is from Rulo Strategies. The team was very excited to get that. They are the same company that worked with them through the Reaching Rural process to help lead them to the COSUP grant to begin with. And so we are asking a motion to approve the proposal. On that, again, it's all the money comes out of our COSUP grant.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, this is to approve the subaward grant. Contract, subaward contract. Okay, so motion by Gable, second by Johnson. Any further discussion?
Just to, so in some cases, a proposal can serve as a contract, so when you accept that. So
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so it's I think this one would probably be more like that one, and I guess that's possible with the previous one too, if everything looks good, but we said we wanted to negotiate a couple of points.
Correct.
So-
Yes.
All right, any more discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
I do.
Motion carries. All right, item number 15th was removed at the beginning of the meeting, so that is now no longer on the agenda.
Thanks, Andrew.
Right, item number 19 is personnel changes.
As noted earlier, this is a personnel change for Jay Roberts. It'll be effective August 1st, 2025, the Veteran Service Director. He will be at a pay grade 55, step 1, 3474. It is a promotion from Veteran Service Officer to the Veteran Service Director.
So move. Second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Commissioner Gable, are you ready to vote on
Yep.
this? Okay, all right. Motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Number 20 is action to approve travel request.
We have one travel request for the state's attorney's office to work with equalization admin appeals. You have all the rest of the documentation in your packet.
Move to approve. Second.
Motion by Johnson, second by McElhaney. Any discussion?
Did we have any appeals from Codington County?
I think we had two.
We did have two.
Mhm.
We did, and
So will these be the ones that he'll be sitting in on?
They are. So my deputy state's attorney in a former life was an administrative law judge. He also lives in Pierre where these administrative appeals occur. And so he has volunteered to go with the equalization office and represent the county at those appeals at the administrative level. He'll be staying at his house, so it's going to save the county some money with regard to lodging, but my office is trying to take a more active role in providing representation for the county. And so this is just one of those steps.
Good. Thank you.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so did we vote on that?
Nope.
Okay, we have a motion and a second?
Yep.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. My apologies on that. I
fine.
forgot where we were. Number 21, public notices, possible quorum of commissioners could be in attendance at.
Well, we'll probably all gather at the malt wagon. I don't know.
At the same time?
It could be, yeah.
GOP.
And I'm not leaving.
I think that's GOP.
Yep, that's tomorrow.
Rotary, that's,
Oh, let's see.
I have none. All right, nothing. Let's move on. Old business, number 22. Does anybody have any old business? Number 23, new business? All right, anything for public comments? Anybody have any public comments? Commissioner comments? Johnson?
I'll be this afternoon headed out to Pier to attend the South Dakota Retirement Board of meeting this afternoon or tomorrow. So I'll report next week on how stable our retirement fund is, and by the looks of all the information I got, we're still 100% funded. We are not, it doesn't look, we are 100% funded. And July 1, you will be getting an increase in your retirement pay, so look forward to a pay raise July 1, all you people that are on the retirement. That's
5% is what I heard, right?
5%, boy, and a sweet dream that is.
No, it's not. Don't put that in.
No.
It's not 5%. Okay. Okay. Was it?
July 1.71,
1.71? Okay. All
but
right.
it's still there.
Yeah. It's not much, but it's there.
Yeah.
Anybody have anything else? All right. Do we need to go into exec for anything? No need for executive session? Okay. All right. Look for a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Motion by Schwer, second by McElhaney. All in favor, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We are adjourned. Thank you.